Hi everybody and welcome. I am so glad that you're here. Today's going to be a really awesome video because we get to share all the benefits, a lot of the benefits that we have from increasing the humidity in our home. And we're doing a collaboration with Yokekon, which they're so amazing. And they sent us this beautiful, amazing, large humidifier. It's so incredible. But first, let's talk about what happens when we have that dry air in the environment. I'm sure that all of you guys have experienced the negative impacts of our dry air, especially if you live in an environment like we do, that we have all of the different seasons that we get to experience, especially those really harsh cold winter. And when we get this cold winter, we do get a lot of that dry air, low humidity in the environment. And in there, we get then all of our sinuses really stuffy, very dry, very itchy, dry skin, lots of dry skin that leads into more itchiness as well, lots of issues also in our skin as well, lots of dryness because of that dryness. Our dry mucosa, our dry nasopharynx, that leads us then to having them more prone for diseases, infections. Everybody nowadays that I know, everybody has a viral infection, a sinus infection. Everybody has something now. More congestion, of course, because of that dry air. Of course, once it gets dry in the environment, it gets cold as well, then we're gonna be blasting our heater, and you have the heater on and that dry air all the time, which of course is good to always have your HEPA filters, which are gonna be then, because you have all of that dry air in the environment, and you wanna make sure that you have the least amount of antigens, meaning anything that should not be put in your body, all of these allergens and stuff, bacteria that's floating. So a good HEPA filter is always wonderful. But of course, even though that you're doing that, the dry air itself is getting rid of all of that water and moisture that you need in your mucosa. So it's always good to have a little bit of increasing moisture, especially that 40 to 60 degree percentage will help you tremendously for your skin, for your eyes, for your mucosa. It will definitely help you to decrease then the amount of antigens that are going to be coming into your body, meaning viruses, bacteria, and all that kind of stuff. Because think about it, when you're cleaning in your house and you're using then a little dust removal and it's just dry, you're just moving the dust from particle to particle, to place from place. But then if you actually have a dust removal that is actually humidified, that actually has water in it or a little bit of moist, then you're able to then to trap it, all of the dust and get it rid of your environment. So the same happens to us. Our lungs, everything needs to have humidity. So we need to increase that. Not only that, when we get into that dry environment, I don't know if it happens to you guys, but I get so electrocuted all the time, right? That static that we always get whenever you're touching anything. And the same benefits that we just said for our mucosa, our skin, our eyes, all that kind of stuff, is also important for our pets. And we have 3 cats in here, Cordelia, Sevilla, and Max. So we definitely want to make sure that we're going to be increasing also that humidity for them. And also our beautiful plants, because the plants also go through the process of transpiration. So we know that as they're actually, you get all the water, put it in your pot, because of course if you have your indoor plants like we do, and you can see our beautiful Strelitzia Nicolai giant bird of paradise, which she is so beautiful right now. She's amazing. And so, yeah. I think she's very happy, and we're going to be talking about all the benefits of the amazing Yokekon, because I'm so happy with this Yokekon humidifier. We have had it now for almost a month now, 3 weeks more or less, and we have played with it lots, and I'm going to tell you then all the amazing benefits that I have, because I haven't found nothing that is actually negative that I can tell you. And you know that I am all about sharing all the things that I love, and I really, really love this one. But anyways, you have all the benefits, of course, of because of the humidity of what we just mentioned, but also the static. So you're also decreasing the static, because without going too scientific, because my students know that when we teach, we talk about all of how our bodies are all composed of amino acids, and we talk about how our red blood cells are composed of glutamic acid, which is a negative charge, and they're going to be repelling, because we know that negative and negative is going to be like, no, I'm not going to be attracting. But if you have something that's going to be negative and positive, opposite attracts, so they get united, all that kind of stuff. So the thing is that in our body, we do have a lot of different charge. from your DNA being, negative and your histones being positive, all that kind of stuff, and all your red blood cells and your skin also full of phospholipids, leading then to more negative charge from the outer surface. So if you were to say about your skin, it will be slightly more negative in the outside. So that will lead you then to whenever you're rubbing onto something or your hair or something, it can actually create that electricity, that static, because once you have that dry environment, then you're removing all of that neutralizer, which is the water and the moist in the environment, which water brings in that positive charge, then neutralizes then also with your negative charge, making you more like, happy medium, and then you're not going to be then electrocuting every time that you touch something, especially metal and stuff like that conducting electricity. But when we remove that moisture, then that's when we're like sapping everywhere. And I feel horrible by sapping then our cute, Cordelia, Isabella, Max, our cats, or when you're opening your fridge or going into the car, all that kind of stuff. Outside of the house, you cannot control it completely. You can control it by increasing the moisture, using the Vaseline, stuff that's going to be oil-based, that can actually retain a lot of water in your skin. Yes, you can do that. So increasing then your moisture, drinking more water to maintain also the skin, humidify. But then in the house itself, we do need to increase that humidity. And that's when the humidifier comes in handy. This house is actually almost 7,000 square feet. So we're not gonna be, and we actually have a central built-in humidifier in the house. But just like you also, when you have a portable humidifier that you can use in the parts that you want in the house, the benefit is that you're just using in the place that you really want. Instead of, in the case of the central humidifier, we're not using it because we're only using the filters, the HEPA filters, because also you have to monitor the whole cleaning and making sure that, it doesn't get no fungal infections, because if you have too much humidity, then too much humidity can attract then fungus and also other bacteria. So you always want to have that happy medium. But if you have a mobile humidifier like this, then it's easy to clean, it's easy to move it to the place that you want, it's easy to control, it's easy to monitor. So that's why I was so happy, because I was definitely looking forward to a humidifier. And then let me tell you about this humidifier. I don't know if you have heard it. The whole time that we have been here, it has been playing. And I'm pretty sure that you haven't heard nothing because it's very silent. This is an ultrasonic humidifier, so it's not like the old days that you have that fan, even though that there's a lot of humidifiers nowadays that they also still have the fan. But in the fan, you're gonna be definitely hearing that noise of like choo, 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 choo all the time, right? So I do appreciate that of not having that much noise, so you don't hear it. It's very, silent. It also carries up to 5.3 gallons of water. So that's a lot of water that you have a capacity to actually fill the actual humidifier, that you don't have to worry that you have to always fill it up back again. Another thing that is really cool is that you just fill it up from here. Like you just literally just remove this, which this doesn't even weigh, not even 1 pound. This is nothing. And you just pour water in the top, and that is it. It's pretty amazing. So you don't have to worry about having to dismantle it to actually just pour the water, which it tells you in here in the front where is the water level, and then in here tells you this is the maximum that you should fill it up. So if you're like, oh, where until what capacity I should actually fill it up, then you don't have to worry because it tells you right there in the front where it is. On top of that, it actually has 4 wheels that you can move it then in any direction. The best is to actually have it in an environment that it's gonna be, a flat surface, like a solid surface, like tile, wood. But in here, I really, really wanted it for our beautiful giant bird of paradise, because this plant takes so much water, and this is the grand room where we actually as a family spend the most time with our cats. So I really wanted to have it in this corner. I don't actually have it in here in front. I have it like this for you guys so you can see the benefits, and you can see the actual humidifier. But I usually put this in the back in here facing the plant, and she has been so happy. She has been so happy with the humidifier. And I put then this carpet cover that is a protectant that we use like in the office, and I put it then underneath this, and it has been wonderful. So yeah, if you're gonna be using it in a carpet, then you can, protect your carpet by using a carpet cover. One of those plastic ones. I have this plastic one that we used to use in the office, and we're using it now in here, which is amazing. Not only on top of that, they come with the little tiny, instruction manual, and it will tell you exactly what to do and all the benefits that it has, and even the warranty that they're offering. So this is over here for Yokekon. This is the manual for Yokekon, and then also it brings you a remote and also a sponge for cleaning, because you should be able to clean it weekly, so so that it doesn't get any mold or anything. So just clean the tank with this. For the Yokekon, I really love that the machine has two ways that you can, control it. You can control it with this touch screen. So this is touch screen. I can increase the humidity level right here. So I can go, hey, I want to have it to whatever quantity you want, right? And you set it to that humidity level. Or I'm going to lower it down. This number that's in the bottom is for the maximum, the minimum, or the medium of how you want the intensity of the nozzle in the top. So you see that we have this nozzle, right, that is going to be ejecting all of that mist. Now look what happens if I change the mist. This is now in max right here, so I'm going to change it now into first. So the mist changes a little bit, and it lowers what is actually giving me. So now the volume of that mist, the power, is a little bit low, which is so cool. And then I go into 2, and that increases now how much is coming out. And if I put it all the way to number 3, which is how I have it, then I see that it increases significantly the amount of air of that mist that is coming, which is so amazing. You see that it's everywhere. It's so beautiful. Okay, so we have then the number in the top for that set humidity level that we want. We have also the 3 different ways that we can change it. Not only that, and we haven't got into that, because we actually can change the direction of this. I'll show you this in a minute. It's gonna be amazing. This over here is super cool. So it has also the sleep mode, which if you touch then the sleep mode either in here, or also I haven't shown you, but here it is. We also have the ability to control it with the remote control. We have everything that we have been saying. You have then the ability of increasing the humidity and max minimum level, the sleep mode, putting a timer, the humidity, how you want to set it up. Also the UV light for sterilization, which is so cool. You can sterilize all the antigens in there, which is really, really cool. So in here, you see that the sleep mode, if I were to touch that sleep mode, or the remote control, the sleep mode, either way, what it would do is that the screen will go on black, which is really cool, because when you're sleeping, you turn off all your lights and you don't want to have no light showing that's going to be distracting you. So by having this, then you're able then to close it off, and you're not going to be having no distraction by no number showing. So I go ahead and press then sleep, and look at that. I press it, it's going to blink for like 3 seconds, and then it goes off. You see? Completely black, and then I'm still operating. I still have the machine working. So while you're sleeping, you're enjoying, if you want to have it in your bed, you're enjoying the humidifier, and you don't have to worry that it's going to be showing anything. Ah, so cool. I love that. Okay, so and then when you want to have the screen showing again, you just press whatever button you want to press, and it will come back again. So cool. Not only that, you also have the ability in the remote control, where you see in the center that says UV. The sleep time that we mentioned is also here as well. But you see everything, you can control it with the remote control. So if you don't want to get out from bed, you can have it right here in the remote control. And then the UV for sterilizing, you see that comes a little sunlight over there in the center. there's a UV light in here in this tank, which is actually neutralizing, killing them, you know, getting rid of antigens, all those little bugs and bacteria and allergens that you should not be, you know, being injected in the water. So still, while it's working, it's also cleaning the water, which is really fantastic and amazing. You don't see that in every single humidifier. This is really special. And then you also see that you can put a timer. So let's say that you leave your home and you want to still have the plants and the cats enjoying the humidity of the house, then you can actually set a timer for up to 12 hours. So I just click the timer and you see, oh, I have it on for 1 hour. I can increase all the way up to 12 hours. It's just amazing. The features and the ability that you have for controlling this, I love it, love it, love it. And of course, I love that you don't have to get up and go to any place, you know, directly to it, because if you have the remote accessible, I mean, you can control everything from a walking distance, you know, remote with the remote control. Pretty cool. Another cool feature that I want to show you guys is this over here, because this allows you to control this 4 different atomizers, which is going to be then for those nozzles. So those 4 nozzles are going to allow you then to change it in whatever direction you want. So you have a 360 degree that you can actually then rotate it to whatever direction you want. Not only that, look at this really cool thing. If you just don't want to have, you know, directions going anywhere, you just want to have one thing flowing in the middle, just remove it. And look at that. This is so cool. This is so beautiful. And you can remove them all, including this one at the end, everything. You can have the thing like that if you want it, but of the benefit, you know, is that you can have this and have them more control, which I love it like that. You know, I have one over here, and I like to put one facing the plant, one then facing then the other direction, more for like the sofa and stuff like that. I like to put then the other one, I use them all, everything. And then one going more for like the window, because the cats like to walk around the windows. And then you can have it open like this if you want, or you can just close it and have just 3 of them. Whatever quantity you want. If you want to have 2, whatever, you want to make it then more short, you know, because you want to then don't have it that long, you can just have 1 and then put the cap on. But I don't care about the longer the better, because that's another issue that I have with other humidifiers. If they're short, I mean, this plant is almost 20 feet high, and it will get even higher than that. And so you see that the stem starts growing right here at this level. So if I have a humidifier that's in the floor that is tiny and it's only facing that direction, I will need to put it like on top of a table or something like that for me to actually be enjoying the benefits directly for the plant. So having this stem, this huge pole over here that I can control, it's just unbelievable. I really love this feature. Just to show you guys, you just fill it up by just pouring water to the side. You never pour water in that hole in the center. The water is just in the side, and you see that the water is going inside to this thing, and that goes to the tank. So I never have to lift up anything, literally just pour the water from the top. If you're a plant lover like I am, you will definitely love this humidifier. I really love how silent it is. I appreciate that beautiful sleeping mode that they put for you to not actually see no light at all. I appreciate all the amazing benefits that you have for actually switching the nozzles how you want it, to actually have the 360 completely, whatever you want, whatever direction you want, you can do it. I mean, this is fantastic. I appreciate the amazing health benefits that we are getting in our home by now having this, which actually can cover up to 3,000 square feet. And it actually shuts out, because we mentioned that you can increase the humidity level all the way to whatever humidity level you want, and also the pattern from going from, you know, low, medium, or large of the amount of mist that you're getting out. And it's like 50 micro-H per hour. It's a lot that you can actually shoot out, and it can last for a long time. I mean, I put it in here, we fill it up all the way to 5 gallons. and then have it in the settings of 3, and we can have it for 2, almost 3 days, just shooting without adding any water. But of course, if you decrease then the power going all the way to low, then it will last longer. And of course the humidity, but we always set the humidity here to 45 to 50 percentage. That's a good humidity, and our plant loves it. So as I was saying, if you are a plant mom, plant dad, you really love plants a lot, not only has the benefit for us humans, all the health benefits that we mentioned, for all of your mucosa, for all of your skin, for your eyes, for everything, you're gonna feel such a big difference. I mean, everybody's getting sick now in the winter, and you will be having that extra protection because your mucosa is intact and is able now to actually take on those antigens that are, antigen is just whatever is not part of your body. Allergens, things are just floating in the air, and it's gonna be now coming into your body. So you wanna get rid of it, and you need to have really good mucosa in your lungs, in your nasopharynx and everywhere. So having that barrier that we're supposed to have, that internal filter that we're supposed to have, actually with moist, then you will definitely be protecting yourself from all of these bugs that are floating everywhere. Oh, I'm so sorry. So I talk to my plants every day. I love them. I put music to them, all that kind of stuff. So I love my plants a lot, and I feel happy that this thing that we are putting now in our home. So thank you so much, Yokekon, and I appreciate them so much. Look, I just checked, and it was a little bit of dust flowing everywhere. I appreciate them so much because all the team, everybody that I have talked to, they have been so kind and they're so wonderful. So not only you're getting a really good product that I can tell that they definitely customize it so well. Another really cool thing that it has is like your ACs. Once it actually reaches the level that you set it up for, so I set it up for 45 percentage of humidity. Once it reaches that humidity, then it will shut down. So you don't have to worry about that at all. And of course, as we mentioned, if you go outside and you're going to be out of the house and you still want to have your house enjoying humidity, then you can put it for how many hours you want to set it up. And on top of that, you don't have to worry that it's going to keep on going to too much humidity in the house, because if you set it to whatever humidity, once it reaches that humidity level, it shuts down. It stops then ejecting mist. And then the humidity goes down, then it's gonna again go ahead, start back again to increase then the mist. It's spectacular. It's a win-win everywhere. I haven't seen nothing that it's a negative. I know you can go ahead and read the reviews. Every time that I buy a product, I like to read the reviews. And one of the reviews that I was seeing was about the nozzle. But as I told you guys, this is the thing that I love the most, because the plant, my plants, and I expect, and I haven't shown you the plants in here, but if you're part of the Giants community crew, then, and if you're not, go ahead and subscribe. We're a really kind community. So, and in here, I am trying to have, my goal is to have in here in this grand room, to have really huge plants. So we have the inner Norfolk tree, which I expect it to grow all the way up to almost 30 feet. I also, avocado trees, also I'm gonna let it grow really tall to like 20 to 30 feet. We have a huge also vine of passion fruit growing in here. And then we have our beautiful Sterilization Nicolai, giant bird of paradise that now is almost 20 feet already, and we're gonna let it grow all the way to the ceiling. So we want to have very big plants in here, and of course they require a lot of humidity, because as we said, plants do that transpiration. So they're gonna be, evaporating all of that water through their leaves, and you need to then keep them also giving that humidity, which the plants also is a way of actually increasing humidity in your home as well, naturally. But you want to give them humidity to those plants so they can actually give you humidity as well. So it's a win-win cycle that you're creating in your home. So thank you so much, Yokekon. Thank you everybody for watching this video. Thank you for being part of our community. I love you all so much. I'm going to put then the link in the description down below, and I'm going to put the link also in the comment section for buying this. I know that they have it in Amazon for almost $200, but they have it in special now. So I believe that the regular price is $199.99, but they have it in special. So they have a percentage off. go use the link that we have in the description. Go use the link that we have also in the comment section down below. Click any of those links and you will go directly to the site that it has it in special. So enjoy it and let me know how it goes, because I know that you guys are gonna love this. Of course, and we have a remote control. How cool is this? Everything of this is beautiful. So enjoy, guys. Have an awesome day. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the miracles. Bye.